this system has multiple networks to make it work. We're going to look at those connections. Here on this screen is able to see statuses of 2 other PLCs because it's using a MODBUS connection right here to communicate over these cables. So there we see port 2, port 3 is coming in, and we're able to see those blinking. The cables are actually Belden communication cables, and that cable, you see there's 2 sets of them. One is going to this unit so that it can find out the status of what's going on into the second PLC. So the master can send and receive and get information from these. We see it also has that same connection here, and as we zoom in a little bit closer, we see there's a terminating resistor there that allows us to be able to dampen any reflections. Now I'm going to pull one of these off. So that one's disconnected, so one of the nodes of the network is gone. And we'll notice quite a different pattern that's going there. And the same patterns on the master. So the amount of communication has gone down, and it's showing that error. We don't see a change in the screen. Even though that might not be true, it can no longer get new information, so the data isn't changing. So data networks are very helpful for easing. Instead of a large number of wires having to connect all the way over, these wires are just for the local to field devices on this conveyor. But to talk to this conveyor, all that's needed is the network cable coming in here. And here's an example of what that network cable looks like, whether we can pick out the colors or the pins, but there's a Belden certain number that tells us what that is. So that's an overview of a network, whether it likes errors and corrections. Now I restore it, it's going back, but it's missed any signals that were supposed to be sent to this unit. So that's the MODBUS applied to connect 3 PLCs together to communicate.